Well, folks, you're probably noticing more and more food products in the grocery store marked gluten-free. Nutritionist Dana James from Food Coach New York is here with us now to talk about this growing trend and whether maybe you should go gluten-free. First of all, Dana, when we say gluten-free, we're basically talking about wheat-free.
Yes, gluten is in wheat, but it's also in oats as well as rye and barley.
Why is this trend picking up? Why is it increasing? Which is another way of asking, what are the potential harms of gluten going into your body?
Well, there's been a tremendous amount of research of late correlating gluten consumption with adverse health effects such as depression, psychosis, ADHD, weight gain, bloating, IBS, you name it. There's typically some type of gluten connection.
A lot of it with this thing called celiac disease, which is what?
Okay, celiac disease is you have gluten sensitivity, but you also have intestinal damage. So you really work on a spectrum. You start with gluten sensitivity and you move along and progress to celiac disease.
I read where 90% of people with celiac disease don't know they have it. So if you care to find out, how do you find out if you are gluten sensitive?
Okay, well, if you're gluten sensitive, then you can go to a doctor or a nutritionist who tests for it. So it can be a blood, stool, or saliva.
All right. I'm going to ask you next, are there benefits for people who are not gluten-free? But I want to throw in here right now that I have not eaten gluten for the last 3 months for a reason I'll give in a minute, and I feel terrific. I don't know from celiac disease. I don't think I have celiac disease, but my mind and my moods are better, my sinuses are much clearer, my stomach feels good, everything's gone well. Are there benefits out there for people just to go gluten-free?
Well, you don't have celiac, you probably don't have celiac disease, but you could have some gluten sensitivity. So with all of those benefits that you're just describing, that's quite typical of somebody who is sensitive to gluten. But even if you are not gluten sensitive, and if you swap out gluten-containing products with fruit and vegetables, then you're likely to get a benefit from that. You are likely to have more energy, have a better mood.
I feel terrific.
Fantastic.
Actually, and also really quickly want to mention, my oldest son has autism, and he has been, his caregiver has kept him on a gluten-free diet since he was a little boy, and he has benefited tremendously from it. There's no scientific evidence for it, but it's something that parents of children with autism should look into. Okay.
Yes, I agree.
Dana, thank you so much. Great to have you here.